You know what they say. Keep it balanced. Keep it cute. But baby, my balance, it comes from above. So step light. Hold your head high. We gon' praise and still look fly. Weighing every season, heart on one side, truth on the other. Grace in my walk, glory in my cup. Step to the left, I'm aligned. Peace in my heart, made of mine. Wrist shining, Bible in my bag. Gold on my neck, Savior in my sweat. Born with the scales in my head. Still I lay it all in His plan. Measured by mercy, not fame. He called my star by my name. I'm a believer in the light, standing tall in my faith. Pretty smile, holy style. I got heaven on my face. When I move, when I glide, it's the grace in my stride. Balanced by the blood. That's my scales and my pride. That's my scales and my pride. Hands up high, heels on beat, praise in the club, praise in the street. Halo over this laid out lace, little gloss, whole lot of grace. They see the charm, but He sees the core. He opened doors I ain't asking for, so I took steps, testified. Every turn He by my side, I'm a believer in the light, standing tall in my faith. Pretty smile, holy style. I got heaven on my face. When I move, when I glide, it's the grace in my stride. Balanced by the blood. That's my scales and my pride. That's my scales and my pride. Oh, left, right, spin it back, stay true. If you love the Lord, let Him shine. Hey, heart in the clouds, feet on the floor. We give Him the praise, then we give Him some more. I'm a believer in the light, standing tall in my faith. Pretty smile, holy style. I got heaven on my face. When I move, when I glide, it's the grace in my stride. Balanced by the blood. That's my scales and my pride. That's my scales and my pride.
Yes, hey everybody, this is your girl Creole, butterfly Libra, butterfly Coco 929, coming to you from the great state of Kentucky, where the women are beautiful and the horses are fast. The horses are beautiful and the women are fast. It just really depends on what you like. I want to say happy birthday, happy anniversary, happy Quinceañera, happy bar mitzvah to Lottie Dottie and every darn body under the sound of my voice. And you know I'm the what? The Oprah of the what? The smooches. So come here. Mwah. You get a smooch. You get a smooch. Everybody gets a smooch. Shout out to all the graduates, okay? Y'all did that thing, honey. Graduation. I am so excited. Let me get this in. My namesake granddaughter. Okay, she's amazing. Shout out to the person that created that. She is amazing. Okay. And I want to say I'm proud to be connected to you in every way possible. And my baby, she was 11% as an 8th grader. Hold on, check this out. She just graduated from the 8th grade when school starts. She'll be going into 9th grade. But as an 8th grader, she took the pre-AC test. Y'all heard me. The pre-AC test, like everybody else, like high schoolers and everything, they all took the same test. She scored in the 11th percentile across the nation. Come through, baby. Come through, baby. That's mine. She scored 11% as an eighth grader taking the pre-ACT test. Now, some of y'all might be saying, well, it's the pre-ACT test. You take it, and then we'll see how smart you are. Are you smarter than the fifth grader? Okay, how about the eighth grader? You take the pre-AC test, and let's see. Since it ain't that big of a deal, some of y'all just hate. You born to hate. Just hate. Hate oozes at your pores. You look like hate. You smell like hate. You wear hate. You just hate. Okay? Okay. All right. Moving on. But I had to celebrate, man. It is what it is. I had to celebrate, man. I don't care nothing about whatever. We always talk about how bad kids are. We never really celebrate the good ones. So yeah, and this good one happened to be kin to me. You feels me? Anywho, moving on. Okay, so I do owe y'all an apology. I forgot I had a lot. Y'all, I've been out of town, and I'm just now, as of today, getting myself like somewhat back in Kentucky. You understand what I'm saying? And everything. But I did want to talk about something, okay, real quick. Let's get her in. Let's get her in on this real quick. Hold on. And my skills and my pride. Yes, JB. Hold on, y'all. I know you said you up in the clouds because you at the doctor. I got you, boo. Thank you. Let me know, later on. Text me, call me, whatever. Oh, let's see. Okay, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Okay. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Okay, let's start here, y'all. He actually is a friend of mine in my family, what I'm about to show you guys, okay? We need all the prayers of the righteous. Oh, okay. Okay. We need all the prayers of the righteous to pray for my friend. Okay. Y'all, there's no other way to say this. Y'all see what I'm saying? Okay. Okay. He comes from the West End, which will be the best end yet again, because I come from the West. He used to live across the street from my mom, and then they took over for a family member at a house or whatever. But he's been in this fight. I'm gonna find another clip. I shared a clip with him about 3 years ago. I'm gonna find that clip and bring it back. When I tell y'all this is a fight for the fighters, do you hear me? This is gonna go down in history. It really is. It's gonna go down in history. Um, I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna shut my mouth and let God do what God gonna do. It's all. It's all. That's all I'm gonna do is shut my mouth and let God do what He gonna do. Okay. The race is set. Republican Endebar. That's how somebody says his name. I ain't gonna tell y'all who. Endebar will face Democrat Charles Booker in November as they battle for Kentucky Senate. The McConnell guy is gone after 40 years. He's gone, so we don't care nothing about that at all. Him either. And his grandson-in-law, Daniel Kuhlman, because we call him Kuhlman, he didn't get in because when Kentucky said we meant he wasn't getting back in, that's what we mean. I'm gonna pull up something and I'm gonna show y'all what I'm talking about. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Appreciate you. Hold on. Hold on. Here we go. Okay, so this is one person's post, but I'm going to show y'all. Okay. All you got to do is go back to March 2020, I believe, March 2020. Here we go. Let me make sure y'all can see it. Hold on, let me make sure y'all can see it. Okay, yeah, y'all can. Okay. It says, this girl named Summer Dickerson says, we told you you would never hold another office in this state, and we meant it. You should have did your job when you had the chance. Justice for Breonna Taylor. See, that's one thing. See, and that's why I keep telling everybody. I know y'all heard different content creators, different people that you like on YouTube saying, don't vote. I don't vote because it don't count and blah, blah, blah. Let me tell y'all one of the biggest lies. If it did not count, they wouldn't be trying to take your vote, black people. Think about that. If your vote really didn't count, if your vote really didn't make a difference, why would they be trying to censor your vote, change the voting act and everything else? Sometimes I want y'all to think like that thing on top of your shoulders. You know, I want y'all to use that for more than just a hairdo, a haircut, wearing a hat, okay? Giving somebody head. Let's just tell the truth. Let's use our head to think, all right? Let's think. If a person don't do it, that's them. They ain't got nothing to do with you, especially if you was raised to know some things. Some people wasn't raised to understand nor know some things. Some people wasn't raised. Let's go there, okay? But when you know you was, come on now. Come on. Come on. Okay, I've heard you have been greatly influenced by Mitch McConnell. Is this true? Okay. This is what he looked like. This is Daniel Kuma. We call him Coon Iran. Okay. Coon Iran. He's the one, and I'm trying to pull this up. Hold on. He's the one, y'all, that, you know, hold on. Let me get this up real quick. La-di-da, la-di-da, di-da-dum. When I tell you, hold on, I gotta go to the other screen. I'm going to the other screen, boys and girls. Give me one moment. One momento. Let's see. You know what? I swear I know how to type. Oh. Yeah, I got my heat on. And it's what? Summer now? I got my heat on. Up under this desk. Hold on. Okay. I'm going to pull it up. Wait a minute, y'all. I want to get right to the part. Hold on. I'm almost there. Okay. I think this is the one that I'm looking for. I think it's the one I'm looking for. Hold on, hold on. You ain't doing nothing else. Hold on, shoot. Okay. Let me see. Who's channel? Joker. Okay. I got to get to the Joker. Give me one moment to pull this up because I'm gonna show y'all why. One of the biggest reasons he didn't get back in no capacity. Okay, none. I'm gonna pull this up now. Hold on. Okay. Where is it? Here we go. Okay. Oh, that sandwich was good. I'm gonna have to go fix me another one. Oh. Okay. Here we go. Listen to this real quick.
I stated in that video was from my campaign manager. He said, well, Nate Morse has dropped out. I said, oh, okay. And then he said, and he's endorsed Andy Barr, and President Trump has endorsed Andy Barr. And I said, well, that seems like an interesting sort of turn of events in terms of, how quickly that came together. Again, these two guys had been fighting each other for 10 months, and then all of a sudden some deal had been struck. I liken it. They said, don't talk about this, but I'm a wrestling fan, and so, all right. I told you there's gonna be some people here. I stated in that video was from my campaign manager. He said, well, Nate Morse has dropped out. I said, oh, okay. And then he said, and he's endorsed Andy Barr, and President Trump has endorsed Andy Barr. And I said, well, that seems like an interesting sort of turn of events in terms of, how quickly that came together. Again, these two guys had been fighting each other for 10 months, and then all of a sudden some, deal had been struck.
A deal had been struck. We ain't gonna let that pass. A deal had been struck between Nate Morrison and Andy Barr here in Kentucky. Okay? Both of them. So Andy Barr is now going to run against. Okay, hold on. Let me shut him up because he done got on my nerves. I do not like it, man. Okay, so now Andy Barr and Charles Booker will go against each other. Now you heard what this man right here said. Nate Morris and Andy Barr has fought. I mean, they had they boom, boom, boom. They was boxing each other's heads, scratching each other's eyes, biting each other on the ankles. Baby, they was going at it for their spot. Okay. But from our understanding, allegedly, y'all president called and asked Nate Morrison to concede to Andy Barr early, and he'll give him a position in his cabinet. And so Nate Morrison did exactly what y'all president told him to do. So now Black and White is going against each other. West End and Prosperous End is going against each other. So we gonna see. Okay, we are going to see. Now, since we talked about him, the way he did Breonna Taylor, as I pull this up, thank you, Rays. As I pull this up, I want y'all to see something. Oh, wait a minute. Shoot. Okay. Okay. Hold on, player. Player from the Himalaya. Okay. Let me share. Let me share. I gotta go get me some gas today, y'all. I do not get gas on Friday or Monday. Something, and definitely not on Saturday unless I just can't help it. But Tuesday through Thursday is when I get my gas because that's when it's the lowest. Okay, anywho, let's go. For those of you all who've been living under a rock, and I know y'all heard that's my heater, y'all. I'm cold. I'm sorry. Y'all just gonna have to deal with that noise in the back. If it gets too loud, I'll turn it off. This is Breonna Taylor, y'all. This is her. How the door look when they kick the door in, and that's a bullet hole in the bathroom. They shot every way. It was not an aim. They shot It was so many. Anyway, let me read this. Justice for Breonna Taylor, a family's fight and a nation's struggle. The tragic death of Breonna Taylor, a 26-year-old black woman, sparked nation protests and a call for justice. Breonna was killed in her own home when police executed a no-knock search warrant in March 2020. The officers looking for drugs linked to a previous boyfriend. Previous, not the one she's with. Previous, okay? Boyfriend found nothing illegal in her apartment. The chaos that followed included gunfire from both Breonna Taylor's boyfriend and the police. It left Breonna dead in her bed, unarmed and innocent. The decision of the grand jury not to indict the officers, here we go, involved in her death for her killing was met with outrage. Only one officer, Brad Hankerson, was charged for wanton endangerment after shooting into a neighbor's apartment. This decision led to months of protests, especially in Louisville, Kentucky, where Breonna's death occurred. The protesters, angry at the lack of accountability, demanded more than just a conviction for a single officer. They demanded justice for Breonna Taylor and ended to systematic racism in the police force. Her death became a rally cry for the movement to end police brutality, with her name joining others like George Floyd in the fight against racial injustice. Despite the setback of the grand jury's decision, the protests continue as her legacy inspires effort for real change in the justice system. Okay, so what happened with that? Let me give y'all a real rundown. So they started asking the jurors, why didn't y'all give them, jail time and all this and stuff for what they did for what they did to Breonna Taylor, right? And it was told to us that Daniel Kumaran did not give them the option to give them jail time at all. He took it off the table. Now make it make sense. One of the things they couldn't be charged with any jail time. That he said he took it off the table. They had to say money, something else, and something else if they was charged, but no jail time whatsoever. He did that. Daniel did that. And that's why we all said, we'll never forget what you did, you snake. That's why I tell y'all all the time that not all skin folk are kin folk, okay? And that's the truth. That's very much the truth. Me and my daughter, we were having a conversation, and she was like, Mama, why is it always that we'll turn on each other quicker than another race will turn on their people or us? They don't have to come after us. We'll turn on she said, we'll turn on us. And that's the truth. We won't give each other a break. We want everything to happen to us. If we now here's the thing. This is the thing I want everybody to take a look at. Epstein files. All of them rich people that's included in the Epstein files. Files and files and files and files and files of the Epstein file, what they did to these kids and stuff. But nobody is going to serve time. However, black people protested to get R. Kelly and Diddy locked up. When what Diddy did wasn't with no kids, it was with grown, consenting adults. Y'all can get mad how you want to, I don't care. How's it right? How's it right? Weinstein, he's in the hung jury. And it was testimony of what he did, but he's in a hung jury. How's it possible? But y'all still talking about, y'all still listen to R. Kelly's music and do. If y'all, I'm going to say this to my people. Now, my Indian folk, Not my Caribbean folk, but my black folk, y'all better wake the heck up. Y'all can't see what's going on. Half of y'all want them to take down Tyler Perry. Yeah, his movies ain't good nowhere. We sick of seeing Medea. Then don't go look at it. Some of us like the Medea characters. I've been following Tyler Perry since he was making VCR tapes. We used to pass them around in the office. If you don't like the man, don't watch him. But don't wish him no harm. Tyler Perry's the only one paying black actors more than what anybody else has paid them. He's known to pay all of his actors good money. It's always a plant somewhere. Some of y'all make my shana hurt, and that's not good. That's not good at all. Oh, wait a minute. I'm still here. Trying to get the other one. Hold on. But yeah, y'all, it's weird to me. Y'all still, I can't stand R. Kelly. I can't stand R. Kelly. I can't stand. Did he wrong? Did he wrong? Did he wrong? Did he wrong? But here y'all go. Y'all still support, especially you black mega people. Y'all make my shana hurt. Y'all still support. Make it make sense. It just don't make no sense. Make it make sense, y'all. You think you know academic. And I'm going to share this real quick because I want y'all to understand what had happened, okay? I want y'all to understand what had happened. Y'all always talking about 2025 and these people touching on kids. Did y'all know in Oklahoma they unanimously voted not to imprison or not to create a law to where you can't marry kids? There was a bill on the floor to make marrying a child against the law, and they voted against it. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. I really don't understand. I don't get it. How anybody is turned on by a child, it behooves me. It just behooves me. I don't see it. I look at it as, oh, ain't they so cute? Ah, I don't look at, yeah, ain't they cute? That's weird. I don't care what you say. It's weird. They're kids. Shoot. Okay, let me go here. And shout out to Ann. Wait a minute. Here we go.
Kevin Roberts. He's not a politician. He's from the state of Louisiana. He built his life's work around African American history and the kinship of Black Americans. His thesis is on the transatlantic slave trade and the kinship of African Americans. Do you know who he is? This is Kevin Roberts. This is Kevin Roberts. This is Project 2025. And I need us to connect the dots. A man who built his academic journey from his bachelor's to his master's to his PhD to studying African American history and the kinship of African Americans put together Project 2025, which means he studied us, he understood our history, and then he took that, wrote a thesis about it, and built Project 2025 to disenfranchise us. He literally used our own history against us. So what you are seeing with the rolling back of rights, targeting DEI, firing over 600,000 Black women, what you are seeing is very much so intention. The dedication it takes for you to start in the 90s of studying Black people only to disenfranchise them almost 30 years later. Matter of fact, it is 30 years later. That is the long game this man has played. Because he got his bachelor's in history in 1996. Do you know how evil you have to be to utilize racism through the study of a people that you want to disenfranchise? They're not stopping at Jim Crow. This man literally put this book together and put it online for free. Something that people thought we were fear-mongering about. He put it online for free to show his life's work. And he's using policy to push it through. I don't think people are grasping. How do you study a people just to disenfranchise them through policy? You make it your life's mission. This is only the beginning. The intention is to take us all the way back. And he did it with research. That's a next level of evil. This is
I'm gonna let that sit right there for a minute. I agree with that. Do you know how evil a person has to be to study evil and smart? Because you studied your enemy. And they always say the best way to win something is to learn your enemy. Okay. Unfortunately, studying us and knowing our next moves is two different things. Give me one moment, y'all. I'm gonna see who this was that called me, because somebody called me. Hold on.
It's go time. Dr.Creole, Libra butterfly in the building, y'all. Welcome to the egg roll challenge. Yeah. Judges on deck, JB and the D-Ham show through that. Let's get that flavor popping, let's go. Yeah, 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 yeah. Sizzle in the kitchen, got that vibe so right. We rolling egg rolls from the morning to the night. Butterfly wings bring the spice in the soul. Dr.Creole in command, she's in control. Everybody stepping up, showing all that skill. Golden on the outside, flavor that kills. Judges lean in, they know what's real. One bite, that's love you can feel. Roll it up, roll it up, roll it tight, roll it tight. Aero magic, we taking flight, taking flight. Libra butterfly, got that light, Creole love with that southern bite. Baby in the zone, taste buds lit, damn show 3 more, can't quit. Roll it up, yeah we cooking live, Aero challenge, that flavor vibe. Sauce on the side, that drip too clean, crunch when it hit, that's a foodie dream. Shrimp, beef, veggie, sweet or hot, everybody think they got the best shot. Dr.Creole smile, she know who bringing heat. Libra butterfly style, you can't compete. It's more than food, it's a celebration. Love in the kitchen, so vibrate. Roll it up, roll it up, roll it right. Flip it once, now seal it tight. In a fry, watch it shine. Golden brown, now it's taste test time. Judges take a bite, whoa that crunch. Whole room vibing, why they mind? Flavor so bold, the crowd go wild. Aero challenge got that style. Roll it up, roll it tight, air roll magic, we taking flight, JB and D, ham 3, no, we live, leave a butterfly, that hosting vibe, Creole spice, we feel that flame, air roll challenge, remember the name, hold it up, yeah, we cooking live, from the 3-1 down to the butterfly vibe.
Okay, hello. I am black. All right, the next thing we're gonna move on. We're gonna show what's his name? What his name is? 30 days. Oh, I can get from last month. Okay. I gotta tell you something. Yeah, I was sitting up here thinking like, well, 30 days, I can get this from last month. Okay, let me see. Hold on. I'm gonna get the other thing I wanted to show y'all. Speaking of, you know how people tell us all the time we need to get over it. Okay. Black people need to get over it. They need to get over it. Dang nabbit. That was a long time ago. Slavery don't even exist no more. Let's get over it. That's what they say. That's what they be saying. Now here's the thing. Before some of you all try to come for me, know this. I'm 1/4 of a whole lot of stuff. Okay. My dad was 3 parts. One being white, one being what's some people? It's 2 different type of Indians, so that's 3 parts right there. Okay. My mama is Caribbean, black, and mixed. Right? So don't come for me. I'm talking about all my parts. Okay. So let me share this real quick. But y'all got to get over when people say something about your people, and especially if that's their experience, and if it's correct, it's just correct. You just got it. It's just correct. If somebody tell me, you know, what can I say? Black people need to stop turning on each other because y'all do it a lot. That's true. How can I get mad at that? That's true. What you want me to say? Don't be talking about if it's true. It's true. Oh, let's go. Let me make sure y'all can see it. Hold on. Hold on. I was like, come on now, quit acting like you acting. Okay, here we go. All right. Let's go.
After I seen what was happening, I just decided that I wanted to get proof that that actually happened. She followed me after class was over.
Yeah,
and she started talking over me and not letting me speak when I was trying to report what she did. After I seen what was happening, I just decided that I wanted to get proof that that actually happened. She followed me after class was over.
Yeah,
She started talking over me and not letting me speak when I was trying to report what she did.
It does not shock me that people are revealing who they are, because to me, this has always been who they are on the inside. They just didn't have room to show exactly who they were. A lot of times, you know, when you know your child and you spend time with your children and you look at them and all this and stuff, a lot of times you can say what they will and won't do. Okay. I didn't say all the time. I said a lot of times. Okay. And it was some teachers, I wasn't going. When they try to tell me this, I wasn't going. I'm like, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. One teacher, I literally had to go to the school. Y'all think I'm playing. I literally had to go to the school and tell her to her face in front of the principal too. I said, don't call me anymore. And I mean that. And the principal was like, did I miss something? I said, she calls me for everything. I mean, stuff that don't make no sense. I said, every time I turn around, she's calling me because he sharpened his pencil. Okay, if his pencil needs to be sharpened and you telling him to take notes, and he done ask you, can I sharpen my pen? And y'all, this is no lie. He done ask you, can I sharpen my pencil? And you tell him no? What is he supposed to do? Y'all, I told her, I said, I'm not playing with you. Don't call me no more. And I meant that. Here I am on my job making buku money to take care of my family and stuff. I'm in a position, and every time I turn around, you calling me for something stupid. Yeah, if he really doing something, then call, but you can't call me no more. You better tell the principal, and she'll make sure that it's worth calling me. Don't call me no more. I'm not playing with you. Don't call me no more. And I meant that, y'all. And I know that woman thought I was the nastiest mother she had ever seen in her life. And at that point, I didn't give two ucks. Okay? Didn't give them. Didn't care what she thought. She used all of her call me privileges. All of her calling me privileges. Now you can't call me no more. And that's how it stayed. And I meant that. Don't call me no more. And she didn't. Check this out, y'all. Y'all ready? Y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready. Okay. Check this out right here. Let's go.
Then clearly they're not officers of the law. I'm in fear for my life, and you shouldn't stop for them. Remember their faces. I wouldn't pull off the side of the road for any other fucking gang member. Thousands of black people go missing every year, and not a damn thing is done about it. Why the fuck would I stop? Take this however the fuck you want to take it. If you get out your car and you come up behind my car, I'm taking the fuck off. You can't be trusted. And he just over there, hi Hitler, like that shit is fucking normal. Nah, if you want to normalize that, then we should normalize every time we see those fucking faces, run. And
You know, I did. I'm like, oh, we almost done, y'all. We almost done. Hold on, hold on. Y'all know this is my boo right here. Y'all know he's my boo. Hold on.
were kidnapped and brought here. It's true. It's not hate to say that we were Jim Crow, discriminated and segregated. It's true. It's not hate to say that the Supreme Court, which is the highest court in this country, came up with a hypocritical desegregation decision, which they haven't enforced yet. That's not hate. That's true. And since the American white man has used his control over the press and over the textbooks and over all forms of media to make it appear that he has done us a favor by bringing us here and enslaving us, then the Honorable Elijah Muhammad has to rewrite history or retell history. And since the white man can't dispute this truth, he tries to defend himself by saying that Mr. Muhammad is teaching hate. I hate to say that we were kidnapped.
I hate that this is a time we need Minister Farrakhan. We need him more than ever because he got the word, man, for real. I hate that he's getting older, you know, and everything. And I'm looking for places where I can hear him because he has been warning everybody, especially black people. He's been warning us for years about this. Get your diet right. Get your bodies right. Get your minds right. Get your arms. You know, get ready to protect yourself and all of this and stuff. I mean, he's been saying it for years, and people are like, I don't know what he's talking about. Now you right here, and what? Let's go.
Of the 20 congressional committees were in the hands of Southern congressmen who are racialists, which means out of the 36 committees that govern the foreign and domestic direction of that government, 23 are in the hands of Southern racialists, men who in no way believe in the equality of man, and men who do anything within their power to see that the black man never gets to the same seat or to the same level that they are on. The reason that these men from that area have that type of power is because America has a seniority system. And these who have that seniority have been there longer than anyone else because the black people in the areas where they live can't vote. And it is only because the black man is deprived of his vote that puts these men in positions of power that gives them such influence in the government beyond their actual intellectual or political ability, or even beyond the number of people from the areas that they represent. 13 of the 20 congressional committees were in the hands of Southern congressmen who are racialists, which means out of the 36 committees that govern the foreign and domestic direction of that government, 23 are in the hands of Southern racialists, men who in no way believe in the equality of man, and men who do anything within their power to see that the black man never gets to the same seat or to the same level that they are on. The reason that these men from that area have that type of power is because America has a seniority system. And these who have that seniority have been there longer than anyone else because the black people in the areas where they live can't vote. And it is only because the black man is deprived of his vote that puts these men in positions of power that gives them such influence in the government beyond their actual intellectual or political ability, or even beyond the number of people from the areas that they represent. 13 of the 20 congressional committees.
Okay, so all right, y'all. I just yeah, trying to make sure I hit everything. Okay, so last but not least, let's have a conversation. Okay, we still got time. How much time I got? Hold on. I cannot never remember how to find out how long I've been on here. Hold on. Let me look on my other page. Come on, where is you? Where is you? Here we go. Okay, so all right. Hold on. Anyway, y'all. I just want to say this too. I want to encourage people, especially my sisters, of all nationalities. Don't allow yourself to stay focused on those that did not support you, but focus on the ones who did. I know a lot of times it's easy to focus on those that said they would be there for us and they would always have our back and stuff like that. But just weigh your options. Did they really have your back? Did they only have your back when you did or said exactly what they wanted you to do and say? See, friendship and love is unconditional. Okay. It's very much unconditional. And everything. True friendship and true love is unconditional. And a lot of times, us women, we take a lot and we go through a lot for the simple fact of under the guise of I got your back and I love you and you my this and you my that. When actuality, they only got your back and they only got your whatever when you say and do what they want you to say and do. So my thing is, I want us to take the rest of this month and focus on the positive. Okay, even when you had to cut a person loose or whatever, what's the positive of you getting rid of them? What's the positive of even if they walked away? What's the positive point of that? And then also, okay, this person did me wrong, but these three people over here did me right. So I'm gonna focus my love, my life, and my loyalty to the ones who did me right. And screw the ones, kick rocks that did me wrong. You don't get no more of my time. You don't get no more of my breath, my atmosphere, none of that. Okay. So that's basically what I wanted you all to remember. Don't let people get in your ear and make you the garbage can of their shortcomings or their lack thereof of emotional intelligence. Stay focused on you, what'll make you the best. Are you reaching your goals? Make you weekly goals. Make weekly goals. Make every 6-month goals. Make a year goal, and then make a 5-year goal. Okay, and make sure that you're marching, roller skate, or dancing towards it. Okay, even if it's to get healthier, there is a way to do it. One way, I'm gonna say this: if you really want to get healthy, do intermittent fasting. Okay, 4 hours a day, you're gonna give yourself 4 consecutive hours a day. You're gonna give yourself time to eat or drink. Now, if you watch what you eat or drink in those 4 hours, great, but you're gonna do 4 hours nevertheless. 20 hours you're going to not eat anything. You're going to not drink anything, okay? It's called 24. Or, okay, if you want to do 19-5, 19 hours you're not going to eat. 5 hours you are in between those 5 hours, okay? If you really want to get gangster, do an all fruit diet, especially your berry kingdom, pineapple, as well as grapes, okay? Do your fruit fast. Do it for 3 days and watch what happens. Okay. Now, first day you're gonna be starving like a mother, but the more you starve, eat you some more food. I'm talking about like pineapples and stuff like a cantaloupe. Get you some fruit cups. Get those. Have as many as your little heart can stand. By the time you get on your 3rd fruit cup, you ain't gonna want to eat nothing. Okay. All right. So yeah, so whatever you got to do, keep your goal, focus on your goal, and get there, okay? I love you guys, and remember, no matter what the test, always do your best, okay?
Yeah. From Kentucky to the world, it's the ceiling of the scale. Creole butterfly, spread on wings, girl. Yeah. Yeah. Born to shine, Libra balance in her soul. Creole roots deep, got that heart gold. Butterfly in motion, grace when she fly. Every room she step in, the stars multiply. Dr. Creole, wisdom with the style. That Kentucky vibe, make the world smile. Energy, crown sitting high. Royal Libra season, can't nobody deny. Creole butterfly, Libra queen tonight. Glowing like the moon in that southern light. From Kentucky fields to the city dream. She the vibe, she the balance, she the queen supreme. Smooth with the talk, yeah, she calm the storm. Butterfly wings, transformation form. She lifting up hearts with the words she say. A Libra queen guiding us all the way. Hey. Kentucky pride, rhythm in her veins. Creole fire running through her name. When she walk by, the whole crowd sing. Long little queen, let the bell of love ring. Yeah, butterfly, don't you slow it down. Dr.Creole in the royal crown. Balancing the spirit, love and Libra queen, ruler of the land. Creole butterfly, Libra queen tonight. Glowing like the moon in that southern light. From Kentucky fields to the city dream. She the vibe, she the balance, she the queen supreme. Yeah. So spread your wings, let your soul be free. Yeah. Dr.Creole butterfly. Eternally, leave a queen. Forever strong.